Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Yeah. Norman Mays, any announcements?
Well, none other than the fact that our trip was outstanding, really outstanding. And we gave a PowerPoint presentation, which is a consolidation of some of the slides and the events that was at the exec committee meeting. So maybe at another time we'll do one for the general body.
Well, we definitely have to figure out and schedule something for that.
And while at the CIO meeting and was talking with Patrick, Patrick introduced me to a guy who was he the president of the SIM?
Yes, he's the president of the National SIM Organization.
Yeah, the president of the National SIM Organization, Patrick introduced me to. And it was funny, we were standing there, and the guy says, Patrick says, Norm's the chapter founder and so forth. He said, oh, I know Earl Pace.
Okay.
And he went, and he just started, boom, 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 boom. So he's been knowing Earl since 2002.
Yeah, about 8 years. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's about 8 years.
Yeah, about 8 years. He's been knowing Earl. He's a member of BDPA.
Oh, my.
Every place he goes with SIM, he includes BDPA chapter, wherever he is. The local chapter he brings
Right, and he does
into
have the chapter in Florida.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so, and he's an active member, and you look at him and, like Italian, you say he's Italian?
Yes.
Yeah, and and the guy just loves BDPA. The introduction was going, then he took over, and he was all BDPA stuff. I was like, wow. Yeah. So that was really good. That was a really good person.
That's great. The Society of Information Management, SIM. Is that what it's? Society of Information Management. They were so kind as to BDPA. We had a table, kind of our booth there, and that worked out quite well. Patrick and the guys set up the PowerPoint. We had all that going, and Teresa and everybody. So that worked out well. We had a chance to go around to all the events, like a lot of seminars and workshops, and even. They allowed me to stand up and say some things, which actually turned out great in terms of folks were coming up and asking us about BDPA. And tremendous event. We got a lot of bang for the buck. The booth, everything was free. Has that been around the room?
No.
That's the brochure from the event right there on that conference. They call it the CIO Forum and IT Executive Summit, sponsored by the Society of Information
Can I
Management.
say one other thing?
Yes.
There were approximately, I think, 10 or 15 organizations around Cleveland that SIM actually asked to attend this event. Out of that event, only 2 technical organizations actually said, we'll take you up on a free booth to attend to come to this organization.
Wow.
This meeting.
You're kidding, only 2.
Only 2.
That's very
While I was there, I was actually elected to their advisory board for SIM for
Oh, good. Very good.
One of their tasks was that they want to get more minority participation with this because the way they mentioned to me is that most minority organizations to actually even get to these CIO, they have to go through a third party, a technical vendor or some other. SIM is giving them the opportunity to come to present directly to the CIOs, directly to the decision makers, the ones who can say yes, and make that decision, make something happen for them right there. One of the actual tasks of SIM for next year for the advisory council is to get more minority participation where they can actually get a minority business and a technical business and they can actually have the opportunity to present to the CIOs at that point. So that's one of those things we have to keep in mind for BDPA, because they were actually looking at BDPA, what we had to offer, to see if that was something that could help facilitate them getting what they're looking for as well. It was the largest turnout that they actually had since they've been doing all the conferences. So, well, say they had over, I think, 220 participants. So it was nice.
Patrick did a great job. BDPA was well represented. Teresa, we've been saying good things about you. Prior to you walking in, we're talking about the CIO conference and a great job that you did and with the booth table and just helping that whole entire event go well. Norm, you were kind of...
No, that was it. I just wanted to really pick up on the introduction that Patrick had made. And we'll get into the IT core, the slides and so forth.